Hey guys, welcome back to another video. My name is Max and I'm here with Diego. We're at FUT-IQ and we just wanted to talk a little bit about everything that's going on with soccer right now. To begin with, we wanted to talk about the Champions League.
This weekend, man, it's gonna be crazy against PSG and Arsenal. Can't believe Arsenal's there.
I know, and I mean, Arsenal did win their league. They won the EPL first time in like 20 years. So obviously they're super motivated. They're still celebrating. But job's not finished, I guess, for them. They still got this very important Champions League final, something that they've been dreaming of for a very long time. And obviously, if they get the double, that'd be insane.
Yeah, but again, the same thing with PSG. Obviously, it's not going to be talked about as much, but it's looking like they're going to be also the French league winners as well. Obviously, it's a little bit.
No, they
already are. Yeah,
they're already the French league.
Nobody's even talking about that.
Well, because
it's common.
They won the league like
it's
all
not
the
like
time.
22 years. Like
no.
Yeah, and that makes sense. That's what I was about to say. So for both, it's and maybe for even PSG, it's winning a triplet. No, because they also won like the cup final. I believe so.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure they did. So.
I'm not sure if they did or not, but I know Lens won a cup final, so I'm not sure if PSG did. But anyways, yeah, I mean, PSG is in the final here with Arsenal. They're going to be playing Saturday, May 30th. The game here in our time is at 10 a.m. So we're going to be tuning into that one. They're playing the Puskas Arena in Budapest. It should be a really good game. I think that, I mean, Arsenal are the more defensive side. Obviously, out of the two, I think PSG attacks a lot more and has a lot more to offer up top. I think the Arsenal has a very good defense. I mean, hate it or love it, that is what it is. I mean, they are very solid defensively. I think in the league, it's a bit questionable, but they did get no red cards.
And they had any PKs.
Yeah, no PKs. So that's definitely interesting. It'd be kind of funny that if in the final here, they get a red card or they concede a PK, since they did not even do it, not even once in the league. So yeah, very interesting. I mean, during the league phase of the Champions League, Arsenal did finish first.
Unbeaten as well.
Yeah, and I believe that if they win, they'd be the first team to go unbeaten or the second team, because I'm not sure.
Well, I guess
Chelsea...
in this format, it'd be the first.
Oh, yeah.
So they're going to take that, definitely. Who cares, whoever, because it's a new format.
And I think one of the players that we weren't sure whether he was going to play or not was Ben White, but I believe he's back. He might be available for the game.
And same with Hakimi and Dembele. They were kind of doubtful for them because they seem like they're having.
I think they're good to go.
But I think it's just
especially I did hear Dembele is good to go, so that's good.
But I just looked it up. They are actually contending still to get a treble. PSG. They need to win the Coupe de France final against Reims. I think that's how you pronounce it. And so if they win that, then also Champions League, that'd be a treble. And last season, I think they did a similar thing where they won the Champions League and a League Cup as well. So, and they would be back to back this time around.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be a lot.
And obviously PSG last year was the first time they won the Champions League, so that was a huge deal for them. But obviously winning back to back Champions Leagues would also be insane. I think that there's a lot of hype on Arsenal winning it for the first time. But obviously if PSG win it here, it's very important for them too, since it would be just barely their second Champions League. It's not a team that is used to winning this competition. I do think that it's a team, or it's starting to feel like it could be a team that could win it multiple times in the next 4 or 5 years.
Dynasty.
They're a very good team. They have very good subs. They have a very good coach, Luis Enrique. Obviously, I believe that he's gonna prepare this game very well, since he does know. I think we're all aware that Arsenal, again, I hate to say it, but have a very good defense, very good goalie. Obviously, going up top, they have decent players, but
they lack creativity.
Sometimes. And mobility at times. Yeah. But they are, free kick or dead ball merchants. They are very good at that. They're very good at scoring from free kicks, long throw-ins,
and
all
defending
those.
them as well.
Yeah. So we'll see what PSG. I mean, I honestly think PSG will win no matter what, just because going forward, these guys have so many different options. I mean, they got Kvaradona on one side, Barcola on the other, Dembele on the other, Dembele in the middle, Doué on the others. They have options. They honestly, their midfielders are better in my opinion. I don't know if I could say so much better, but they are better. Vitinha, Fabian, João Neves. Yeah. These guys are very good going forward and very good defensively. So I do think that PSG will dominate possession, but we'll see what Arsenal can do with, maybe some quick getaways or breakaways, from Saka or Madueke or whoever's playing Martinelli. We'll see what Gyökeres can do. Trossard, I think, is a player who is one to watch.
Yeah, definitely. And also with like the stats of the end of the season in Champions League, it's not looking too bad at all for PSG, where they have like in their top like in assists and goals, it's mainly like PSG players with like you're saying Cavaradona having like 10 goals and 7 assists.
Yeah, I don't think any of them will beat Mbappe. Who
No,
has 15.
definitely not.
But in the assists, he'll probably get that, or Hakimi. Hakimi could get it too. But yeah, we'll see. We're looking forward to that game. It's this Saturday. Let us know who you guys think will win that in the comments. And then we wanted to also kind of touch base on the end of the season in the Premier League. Obviously, you guys know that Arsenal did win the league. City did, lose some points, some very important points against Bournemouth, where they unfortunately tied, and therefore Arsenal won the league.
Yeah.
So in the last day, we already knew that Arsenal had won the league. And, in the last day, it was kind of exciting because there was still kind of a fight for the final 5 that were going to go into the Champions Leagues and into the Champions League and also into the other 2 competitions. We're just going to quickly go over the table. I'll just, start reading out loud. So obviously in first, and we're also going to talk about how it ended compared to our predictions at the beginning of the season. So obviously first, Arsenal. Second, Manchester City. Third, Manchester United. Fourth, Aston Villa. Fifth, Liverpool.
Yeah. And
then in those Europa League spots, Bournemouth and Sunderland. Conference League, it's going to be for Brighton. And then, obviously the big team, I guess, let's call it a big team, because I do think that Chelsea are a very big team in England. They obviously got 10th and are out of European competitions. So is Newcastle.
And Brentford was super close to getting European competition.
Yeah, Brentford was close. Obviously, it's surprising that Sunderland is playing. I think they haven't played a European competition in 50 years.
And it's their first season up.
First season back. Yeah, first season back.
Impressive.
And they're in Europe, back in Europe. So that's great for them. Like I said, Chelsea out, Newcastle out. Those are teams that have played the Champions League or the Europa League lately. Yeah. Another team that's also out is Spurs. Spurs did win the Europa League last season, and we're in the Champions League this season.
They lost the Super Cup against PSG.
Yeah, so they were almost gonna get relegated this season.
Luckily, they won their last game against Everton 1-0, and even with the W for West Ham.
Yeah, it sucks for Everton. I think I hate Everton. They took points away from City and then let Spurs win. So if it weren't for Everton, maybe you would have seen City winning the league and Spurs getting relegated, which would have been a lot better.
We got our predictions pretty wrong.
No,
well, I guess one team, which is obviously Chelsea,
we got that wrong.
Was very disappointing. And I think what really took us off there was the fact that recently, Chelsea won the Club World Cup. So kind of did take a lot of momentum in the time, obviously. Yeah. And a lot of things changed, and with a new coach and having an intern coach as well at the end of the season, it kind of changes things a lot for Chelsea. But we did have the big 5, I guess, which was Arsenal, City, Man U, Liverpool.
We had 4 out of the 5, right?
In the same order.
So my predictions, obviously, we are Chelsea fans, so I was a bit biased for sure. Especially since, like Diego said, they had just recently won the Club World Cup when we made our predictions, and it looked like everything was going up for Chelsea. They had good players, good manager in Enzo Maresca, and they were playing good football, and so obviously being a Chelsea fan, I did put him at first, then following Arsenal, then Liverpool, City, then United. So obviously, 4 out of the 5 are up in the first top 5. Arsenal did win the league, and then City, and then the team that isn't in my prediction was Aston Villa. I did not think they would get top 5.
Surprised both of us for sure. And they also won the Europa League too, and so
they did.
Props for them for this season. Honestly, they surprised all of us, just like Sunderland did.
And then you want to go?
I had Liverpool first. I just thought they would be really motivated after they won it. Yeah. And I think they could go back to back, and then especially. I know I went to more in an emotional aspect of Diogo Jota, died, so they're gonna want to, play this season for him, and I thought that really would take a lot. But obviously, with a lot of injuries, it kind of took a toll on them. But that's also to some point an excuse. But then also I had Chelsea at second, a little bit biased there, and I thought Arsenal wouldn't do it again to get, within the top two. And then City and Man U I had, and I'm surprised Man U did really good this season, top three, and they got Champions League. And City, I just didn't think they'd do too well, but I mean, they were fighting throughout the end of the season with Arsenal, so I mean, they did their thing, but like Max said, they choked in the end of the season against, who was it, Bournemouth, tying.
Bournemouth,
so yeah, Bournemouth. So it's just very, very frustrating for them. I assume. Like,
yeah,
and one more game.
Getting relegated. We also made predictions for that.
Yeah.
And we did kind of get
those were really bad, except for like two, which was Burnley.
We got Burnley right. We put Burnley at 20th. Obviously, they were 19th, but we both put them getting relegated, and
they always come up and down. Like it's pretty common for them.
And then for me, I had Burnley, and then I had Sunderland at 19th. Obviously, I got that way wrong. Sunderland qualified for the Europa League and ended up 7th. So got that one really, really wrong. At 19th, I think you picked Leeds, and Leeds ended up 14th. So I mean, they were kind of fighting for relegation a little bit. But they ended up staying up.
I think they stopped fighting for relegation when they beat like Chelsea, like that 3-1 or whatever.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but they stayed up. Yeah. Good for them. And then I put Wolves. We got that one right. I put them at 18th. Obviously, they ended up being the last place team. They had a terrible season.
Yeah,
and they're getting relegated, which is sad. I didn't want that to happen. And then I think you had Brentford at 18th.
Yeah.
And Brentford. Obviously got 9th. They had a good season.
Yeah, and the second top goal scorer for the league was the Brentford player, Igor Thiago, who was called for the World Cup, and he was definitely going to kill it. But I just still don't know how João Pedro doesn't go to the World Cup, bro.
That's crazy. But yeah, I mean, so obviously I got 2 of them right, in Wolves and Burnley. But then obviously the team that is getting relegated, unfortunately, is West Ham. West Ham and Tottenham were fighting for it at the end, in the very last game. Both of these teams, depending on the results that they each got, there was a chance that Tottenham could still go down and then West Ham could stay. Even though West Ham won their game, Tottenham also won with a goal from Palhinha against Everton. So obviously Tottenham were saved. I'm a bit disappointed. I honestly thought West Ham, they had a pretty good end of the season. The beginning of the season was very bad for them.
Yeah, it was.
But then they closed off pretty well. I mean, it still sucks, I guess, for them. They have a really, really nice stadium. They have really good fans. They're a historic club.
Yeah.
They have some solid players, in my opinion. I don't understand how they did so bad. I definitely would have thought, Leeds, Brentford, or one of these other teams was going to get relegated and not them. But yeah, those are the teams that got relegated. And then just to quickly go over, player stats, something that is very cool is Bruno Fernandes got 21 assists and broke the record for most assists in a single season. And he was also player of the year. I think that is very fair.
Well deserved.
He deserved it. He is an excellent player. He has been an excellent player for United for the past couple of seasons, and he had a great season. Obviously, United were out of European competitions this year, so they were focused on the league. And Bruno Fernandes was great for him. If it wasn't for him, I think United would be 5th or 6th.
Yeah.
So obviously he was a very
single-handedly held
not by himself, but
like
definitely
stat-wise though, like there's nobody else in Man U that has even near those assists.
Yeah.
I'm not saying like obviously needed someone to put him away.
But so top stats, I mean the top scorers were Erling Haaland, who won the Golden Boot for the league. He got 27 goals. Then Igor Thiago got 22. Then Semenyo with 17. Semenyo obviously played the first half of the season with Bournemouth. Bruno Fernandes, like we said, led the assists with 21, then Cherky with 12, and Bowen with 11. Goals and assists added together, Haaland had 35 goals and assists, Bruno had 30, and Igor Thiago had 23. So, I mean, these players, obviously, their teams benefited a lot from them. City were 2nd, Manchester were 3rd. The only one that kind of sucks is Bowen getting 11 assists and getting relegated.
Or from also goals-wise, Draw had 15, and Chelsea got top 10. Like, that was pretty bad.
Yeah.
They scored a lot of goals, and
he scored a lot of goals, yeah.
Chelsea didn't do much.
But yeah, we just wanted to quickly go over, the EPL, and then also our predictions for the Champions League. let us know who you guys think will win the Champions League this Saturday. Do you guys think it'll be PSG or Arsenal?
We think it's PSG, so it's gonna be crazy if Arsenal takes it.
Oh man, yeah.
If they're already going crazy with the EPL 22 years, oh man.
Yeah, they made songs and everything. I've seen some songs. I've seen. Yeah,
they think they're back.
They're saying Saka for the Ballon d'Or.
No,
saying a Rice.
Even if PSG loses, Ousmane Dembélé is still in my top 3 over Saka for the Ballon d'Or.
Oh, definitely.
And Saka shouldn't even be mentioned up there, bro.
No. Well, anyone on that team. Nobody in Arsenal should be mentioned for Ballon d'Or. But I mean, if they win the Champions League, great for them. Obviously, it means that they've done a good job as a team.
Yeah.
But individually, I don't think anyone sticks out. At least not for me. But yeah, let us know who you guys think will win, and then let us know what you guys think about the league and Arsenal winning.
Yeah.
But yeah,
stay tuned for our other videos that we're gonna have about the World Cup. They're gonna be very interesting, and our opinions, and we'll see who wins the World Cup.